Everyone got their safety squint on? I got mine. Well, good morning everybody. We are back here at the main farm, going to be doing some work on the headers again, but there will be all bits and pieces happening. So this week, well actually today, we're hoping that the motor for the Cat Challenger will be coming, so that'll be getting put in soon. So finally it's all ready to go, and yeah, we've got some other just random bits and pieces we've got to sort out. Brad's just in his happy place. You're not happy? Yeah, that is Brad's vehicle on the hoist, so he's...
Show him the lights of the Jeep.
I can't get distracted, but anyway, I will. I'll get a bit distracted.
Show him what my fun was yesterday.
Yeah, so airbags and gravel roads don't always mix very well. So that's just the outer airbag protector, but it's obviously blown the airbag and just popped that out. So thing is it's all nitrogen filled as well, so it's not just a matter of putting a new airbag in. Yeah, it's never that easy. So
they said everyone said get a Jeep.
No, they didn't.
No, actually no one said get a Jeep. Everyone said don't get a Jeep. And I thought I'll get a Jeep.
Brad's always been a wannabe trendy person, haven't you?
I'm a bit different.
You just wanted it to be different to what everyone else does or says.
Yeah.
Contrary.
I was special.
Very.
I'm writing a very nice letter to try and get warranty.
Yes. Well, it's not that old. It's not the first issue. So anyway,
I'm really good at writing letters.
I'm sure they're an alright vehicle if you're not on gravel roads all the time. So Brad's distracted there. I think we've got a little bit more to do to header number 1 here. The adapter plate here, sorry, the adapter for the front here needs a little bit of work as well. We've got the motor and that back in there. We've got to do a bit more with the chain there. Yeah, there's just a few things need sorting out. We might even get a new one of those top links, because if that breaks or there's an issue with that, your whole front goes whoop and not good. So yeah, there's that, and then at some point this week hopefully the motor will be going back in that, or yeah, it'll be here this week at least, and yeah, that hopefully won't be long till we have another tractor, which is what, about 6 months late, but better late than never. Alright, what are we doing first, Brad?
I reckon go on a holiday.
Cool.
Go to the beach. Did you show me a radiator? Oh no, I'll show you my radiator later.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, save it for Brad. We'll save it for a Brad
We might
ramble.
have exciting news.
I don't even know exciting news about that. Anyway, save it.
Can't spoil it.
Right, well we'll get this. What, are we right to get this out of here?
Maybe. Looks very sad.
Does. It's a bit sloppy in the back end, is it? Bit low. The thing is, the airbags are a great idea to be able to lift and lower and all of that, but I think it's safe to say the longevity is a bit of an issue. Anyway, let's find something to do. Now it is time to do something. I don't know if I mentioned yet, maybe I have. The jewels on the header here. We'll go slightly back and tell a bit of a story. Now, jewels are great. We have had really good run with them. We actually did a great test a year or so ago, where we actually had the rim on, that was the other side. So on the dual rims, there's a lot of force that goes through here, because you've got the one point where everything's bolted on, but then the weight of the machine's being transferred over to here, so there's a lot of flexing and stuff, so they can crack out and cause issues. And unfortunately it's hard to see the inside one. We check them fairly regularly, but yeah, a couple of harvests ago I think, the other side just about fell off, so we just sort of caught it, and we had to run the original just single tyre on one side and the jewels on the other side, and every time we got to a little bit of a wet patch, the other side just went, So very, very clearly showed what the jewels do. Obviously, we'd love tracks, but they're very expensive. The issues we're having is this side now. We've just spotted on the inside some cracks, so we're going to pull it all off, see what we've got, see what we're going to find. And they do have rims in Australia, so we can get onto new rims if we need it. Usually we send them into town and get them all beefed up and strengthened. But we'll just see what we find here. It might be able to be fixed here, or we might need to do something more savage. But that's what we're doing. I'm just going to get under here now and jack it up, and we should be good to see. Well, we got the rims off. It's not as good as we thought it might be. Just umming and ahhing whether we have a crack at it ourselves, welding her up, which we could do, or we send it in and get it done a little bit more professionally. So you can see here we've got cracks there. I think they're the only three, and then there's some cracks developing around on that weld. I think we're going to have a bite to eat, and then we'll figure that out when we come back. Well, we've had our lunch break, and now, unfortunately, we've got to have a crack at this. So, what's the plan, Brad?
Have no idea.
We're not. I don't know. We're not.
I don't know what I'm doing.
We've got half an idea, but whether we can do it right is the other problem. But we've let all the air out of the tyre. We're not cutting or welding or anything near where the rubber is, or the inside of where the rubber is. But we've let all the air out anyway, just so if something does happen, we're not going to have a bomb on our hands. But we're going to just plasma cut the welds right through. Not the welds. We're going to plasma cut the cracks right through, and then weld them up. So clean it all up, get it all nice and honky-dory, and then weld it up. You fill that rim out rather well, Brad. You got no go-go. Everyone got their safety squint on? I got mine.
Feels long and good at the same time.
Well, the welding's still happening, a lot of welding to happen, but we're just having a bit of an issue with the circuit breaker trip in here. It's getting a bit warm, so we might have to just let that sit for a little bit. Have a drink. Brad's in his little hot box in here. It's going to be like a fire pit in there. But yeah, it's coming along. Well guys, we've flipped the rim over and I'm just doing a bead of weld on the, what is it, the underside, the inside? It'd be the outside, whichever side. And yeah, just giving it a grind up, smoothing it off, but then it might just need a bit of a tidy up on the inside, and then we'll, yeah, we might be actually ready to put that one back on. Right, we've got to lift it up and blow it all off, clean it up, and then we can give it a lick of paint, I think. I might go find the paint. I don't know exactly what it is. It'll be New Holland white. I think we've got the New Holland dark grey. That's zinc guard. Black, black, black. Oh, I just wanted an aerosol. I don't want that. Anyway, it's nearing the end of the day, guys. It's been one of those days. Didn't really end up doing what we thought we were going to be doing, but this definitely needed doing. The inside is a lot more important than the outside of the rims because, yeah, the outside ones, even if they do crack in that a bit, it's not the absolute end of the world. It's easy to pop them off. But the inside ones you can barely see, and it can get bad really quick without knowing it. So that's why we're focusing on the insides. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Well, we're back, and it's a bit of a windy morning this morning, but I just did a little bit more grinding just to smooth off where we'd welded this rim yesterday, and just giving it a quick spray of like a preventative, bit of a primer thing. And yes, I'm just going to mix up a brew. We've got some old New Holland white paint, so I'm hoping it's about that colour, and we'll probably end up just spraying to this main part of the rim. This is on the inside, so you're not going to see any of it really, but it'll make it look a bit neater for what's there. So I'll probably come in and spray this side. Not ideal with the wind, but you know, we're not painters, we're not going for 100% precision, but yeah, then I'll spin this around so I'm not potentially going to get squashed. So, and then I'll paint the other side. So we'll see if it works. Well, I kind of left the GoPro on the forklift, and the forklift's been wandering around, but we finally got some parts. It's not far off knock-off time again. It seems like I keep forgetting to film the middle part of the day. Nothing exciting's happened, just yeah, getting a few more little jobs tidied off. But we finally got some paint from town, and this time the paint I thought we had was all dried up, so it was useless. So we bought some just spray cans of the paint from town, and I'm just going to paint the rim, and then hopefully we can get the tyres back on today. So that's our goal, and yeah, I think it's kind of looking up for getting a few of the jobs done, ticked off for the on the headers and the header front, so that's really good. So we'll Brad's just been using the forklift. We actually had to get the other header front and pull it off the adapter. That's the front for header number 2, because all the mounting points were worn and cracked on that one as well. So seen as we saw the other ones were worn really badly, and it's hard to see in there, and they were all cracked and smashed, we thought we'd give the other one a really close look, and sure enough, it's done similar things. So we've got parts coming for that, and that will keep us busy a little bit longer. Come this way, so if something happens, it'll fall into the forklift and not into me. I don't know if I actually showed where we'd welded it, but you can see a little bit of the mark up in there, like where the weld is. We V'd it out pretty aggressively, so we were told to V it out more than less and make sure every bit of the crack has been got. So this side here, I'm just going to wipe a bit of this dust off, and I think, yeah, it should be right to give this side a paint now. You can see I've ground that off pretty nicely, smooth. There's a little bit there. I didn't want to take off too much of that weld, just strength-wise, but it doesn't look factory, but again, that's on the inside, you don't see it, so it should be nice and strong, hopefully. Well, folks, about the end of the day, we haven't got the wheels on because, the paint is an enamel paint which stays a bit tacky for a little while. So really it should be like 24 hours before you do much with it. So instead of us getting fingerprints and stickiness all over us in our clothes trying to get this on, we'll just do it in the morning. So we'll see what happens then. We're ready to put these rims on. So the paint is nice and dry. That would have been a bit awkward if it wasn't dry. But yeah, that is all dry, ready to go on. So that's, I think, what we're going to tackle first. Well, the wheels are back on, so that's good. All the jack and everything's out of there, so don't have to worry about that. Yeah, Josiah's been ferreting away. JD, I mean. Josiah and JD are the same person. But I'm struggling to change over to the nickname. Yeah, so I got the draper mat on the front there, and yeah, just slowly getting all of that sorted, ready to put the front back on. So, other than that, we're pretty well just waiting on parts. There should be the parts for the unload gearbox coming today, but I don't know whether we'll get them. I don't know if someone's in town, because Dad's still away on holidays. We don't have our delivery driver. So, yeah, who knows when we'll get back to that. But, yeah, there's just a couple other things going on. Little bits here and there, just trying to check and double check things. And, yeah, this one's nearly ready to go. So both actual header machines are ready to go. It's just a little bit more work on the front and the adapter. One of the jobs we had to do, we got this wind system for this header number 1. Oh, well, it was in the drought, so it would have been 2019, must have been. And yeah, absolutely paid for itself. The first year, it was just worked brilliantly. So, but we've had pretty good years since then, so we haven't really needed it. So we pulled that off, but we didn't pull this off because we didn't know if we'd need it. You know, you go to all the effort, pull it off, and then you'll need it again. So we left this on. But yeah, that's sort of what happens when you do that. The dust all builds up. So yes, I'll take a step back.
It is fine dust too.
That will be barley dust, wheat dust, canola dust, chickpea dust, linseed dust.
And it's the fine powdery stuff too.
That'll get everywhere.
Yeah, but I don't want to get itchy.
Well, it's the end of the day. I just stand back and laugh. But anyway, so we're just going through that system. We may need it this year. Might come in handy for the chickpeas. And yeah, it's just light in sections, so there's a good chance we could use it this year. Which, yeah, means we've got to check out that system all out. So we're just going through that, making sure bearings are right, belts are right, all of that. So yeah, that's one other job to do, but we will leave the video there for now. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will catch you in the next one.